Are you a beginner who's confused as to what to do in Stardew Valley? Well, by the end of this video, you will have enough tips to get you by your first year, hopefully. Hello you guys, I am Moody, or D for short. We play all types of cozy games, mostly farming games over here, and I try to post twice a week. So let's get on to what you actually came for, and that is the 10 tips that you really need for Stardew Valley. So the first one is, it feels like it would be like a common sense type of tip, but it really is important, and I see people making this mistake every single time. I mean, it's a mistake that I've done before. So the first tip is to keep everything. If you don't know if you should sell it, I would keep it. Even crops, when they finish growing, I would sell most of them for sure, but I would keep just a couple, 2, maybe 3. Just because you don't really know what you're supposed to keep and what you're supposed to get rid of in the beginning of the game. Number 2 is to grow crops that continuously grow. So for example, that is like cranberries and corn, blueberries. I know there's a couple more, but I can't think of them on the top of my head. But always plant crops that continuously grow unless you are planting crops that you need in the community center. And in that case, that is a little bit different. You definitely need to plant those to get your bundles completed. But for money situations and just for, you know, the sake of not having to continuously plant. So usually what I do is I grow a bunch of crops that continuously grow, and then I will plant a couple of ones that I need for the bundles. Another thing that you can do in the beginning, which I know a lot of people don't do, they kind of just place their crops wherever, and you can do that if that is how you want to play. But for me, I do like to think about the sprinkler situation, and I like to get sprinklers as soon as I possibly can in Stardew Valley. So because of that, instead of me having a headache and having to move around all my crops or mess up one crop to move everything around, I always leave one spot right in the middle just to put a sprinkler in. And this helps you, again, helps you with your sanity. Helps you later on so you don't really have to move everything around. And for now, you can put a scarecrow in there because you can make a scarecrow pretty early on in game. Okay, so the fourth tip is to get tappers as soon as you can and put them on every single tree in the Cindersnap forest, I think is what it's called. It is the forest right below your farm near Marnie's ranch, and put one everywhere. Put one on every single tree. You can use maple syrup to make bee houses. And if you plant a flower nearby, you will get honey every single couple of days, flavored like that flower. And it will sell for so much money, you will be rich in no time. Number 6 is one way to beat exhaustion. So the best way that I have found to beat exhaustion is to eat something, eat every other thing that you pick up and forage. Because honestly, running out of energy in the beginning of the game is so easy when you are farming and fishing and trying to do all those early game things, especially because you're trying to make money and do all these things. So it is very easy to run out of energy, and you don't really have the money early on to go and buy food. The 7th tip is to buy a calendar from Robin as soon as you can afford it. The one thing that I hate doing is having to go back to town to go look at the calendar to see what events are coming up or whose birthday it is. That is just so aggravating sometimes, and it makes you miss birthdays, and birthdays are super important when you're trying to increase friendship in this game. So you can put a calendar in your house and you can just check to see whose birthday it is that day. Tip number 8 is to start fishing as soon as you can. I know for my first farm, I really avoided fishing just because it was like the most annoying thing that you could possibly do in this game. But practice. You will get better at it. Your skill in the game will go up, and the fishing bar will get bigger, and it will get so much easier to catch fish. Obviously, some fish are a little bit more difficult than others, but keep practicing. There is also a training pole that you can buy at Willie's at some point early on in the game, and you can go fishing with that, and it'll make it very, very easy. You can't catch special fish with that, but it will help you increase your fishing, and that will help you in the long run. Number 9 is to check that TV every day. Put a sticky note on your computer or your Switch or whatever you're playing on. Just, you got to remember. You've got to remember. Check your TV every single day. Mostly because you can get recipes for free without having to actually purchase them anywhere. You can get recipes just by watching the cooking channel, and she'll give you a recipe. Sometimes it's a rerun, and I like to watch those anyways, just in case maybe I skipped a day and I didn't get that recipe. But that is like the best thing ever, because you can learn how to cook things, especially once you have a kitchen. You'll be able to save so much money, and you'll be able to make food and, not have to do my cheap trick where you have to eat foraged items, because eventually you'll need a lot more energy than that. Another thing you can see on the TV is to see if you have good luck, which is really good, especially when you want to go mining for the day. If you're having a bad luck day, I would not go mining. I also found out that you also want to open up your geodes at Clint's place when you are having a good luck day, because it does affect that, supposedly. That could be wrong news, but from what I was seeing, it is correct. So I would just wait to open up those geodes that you get from the mines till when you have a good luck day. The 10th random tip. So this is one that I found out recently, honestly, and I wish that I knew this the entire time I was playing this game. So if you hover, when you have your you can open up your bag, right? If you hover over an item and you see the community center tab on the right shaking or moving, that means that item is something that you still need to donate to the community center. You can see if you have anything for the community center without opening and having to search every single tab and every single spot. It's so much simpler, so much easier. It's amazing. I love it. It definitely helps save so much time. All right, guys, so this is the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you want a lot more content like this. Like I said, I am posting my Joja Mart playthrough every Wednesday or Thursday. So definitely keep on a lookout for more videos, and I will see you guys in the next video.